guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new video where we will discuss the first very reliable official report that Mo Salah is close to agreeing a new 2-year deal at Liverpool, because yesterday's report was from a pundit working at beIN Sports, but this is from a senior journalist working for the Mirror newspaper, John Richardson. He writes, Mo Salah is on the brink of signing a new 2-year contract with Liverpool to end all doubts about his Anfield future. So if you are excited about this news, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new around here, because I cover Liverpool FC news and Premier League news every single day on my channel. Turn on the bell notification so you never miss the latest updates. Support my channel further so I can keep making these videos daily by donating on Patreon. Link it in the video's description. You can donate as little as $3 and it really helps the channel running. So John Richardson is a senior journalist who has been around the block working in football for many years, for many decades actually, and he's followed by all the Liverpool-based reliable journalists as well. And this report was posted yesterday night, and the report said the uncertainty surrounding Mo Salah's future at Liverpool has been a constant talking point throughout the season, but both parties has finally reached an agreement. A compromise deal between FSG and Mo Salah has been threshed out after months of negotiations. Salah's longtime agent Rami Abbas told the Liverpool hierarchy that they were looking for a 3-year contract, while initially Liverpool were only prepared to offer Mo Salah a 1-year extension once the current agreements end next summer. But now Mo Salah is on the brink of signing a new contract because, of course, while the standoff continued, Salah went public saying that he really wanted to stay at Liverpool, and so far Liverpool, first Salah said they haven't offered him a new contract, then Salah said they haven't offered him an official contract. And I absolutely love the Liverpool fans' sense of humor. They created an actual banner which said, "He fires a bow, now give Mo his dough." That's absolutely brilliant. The money has never been a problem. Mo Salah is already Liverpool's highest earner on with bonuses and add-ons included on more than £400,000 per week. His base salary is £350,000 per week. The length of the contract has been the sticking point. FSG are reluctant to offer long-term contracts for players who have turned 30 years old, the same reason that Van Dijk has yet to be tied down. His current contract, like Mo Salah, is running out in the summer. But Salah has been the best player in the world, not just in the Premier League, this season, and that surely convinced FSG and the Liverpool hierarchy to offer Mo Salah a 2-year extension, because he shows absolutely no signs of slowing down, and he became a Premier League record breaker once again. I lost count how many records Mo Salah has broken, because now he is the player with the most games where a goal and an assist has been done by that said player. So Wayne Rooney's record was 36 games where Rooney either scored and assisted, not either, but both scored and assisted in a Premier League game. And now Mo Salah has 37 games, and he went back-to-back games with scoring and assisting a goal. And he also has 7 games in a row where he scored in the Premier League. The record is 11 or 12, I think, held by Jamie Vardy. But Neil Andrew, another journalist, is reporting that Mo Salah and Liverpool finally reach agreement over this 2-year contract extension, and Salah has 27 goal contributions in just 21 games. And he has been involved in 72% of the Liverpool's goals, which is very encouraging and brilliant, but also a little bit worrying. We will talk about that in the second part of this video. But Salah is the main reason why Liverpool are 7 points clear at the top of the Premier League table. And this report is also referencing the Mirror newspaper, which said that a compromise between Salah and Liverpool and owners FSG has now been found, and Salah will sign and finally put an end to the speculation about his future. And I think that's needed, because Liverpool don't want the players to get distracted because we have enough on our plate. We need to play almost every 3 days. That's why the postponement of the Merseyside derby came at a very good time, I think, because we are still playing every 3 days after, the weekend. So we play Girona on Tuesday and then Fulham on Sunday. Sadly, McAllister will be suspended for both games because he picked up a suspension in the Champions League and in the Premier League as well. So he gets a good rest. And Liverpool fans are hoping that positive updates will come about Van Dijk and Trent Alexander-Arnold. And I think Salah and Van Dijk are, of course, the two big ones that Liverpool need to get done. And Trent Alexander-Arnold at the moment is 50-50 whether he stays or leaves. But, Van Dijk has already been offered a new contract, which he turned down because he was not happy with the terms, probably the length of the contract, and hopefully Liverpool will come back with a new offer. And Paul Merson also said something very interesting about Mo Salah's Liverpool contract situation on the Sky Sports website. And Paul Merson said, "We are only hearing it on the grapevine, but here we are hearing 2 years of a contract extension to Mo Salah with a 1-year option. That's a long time. I would give him 300-400 grand a week now. Of course I would today because he's doing the business. I'm Mo Salah's biggest fan. He's world class. I will say he gets in every team in the world. He's a winger, he's the top scorer in the Premier League. It's just absolutely amazing the numbers he puts up week in, week out, year in, year out. But in 2.5 years' time, that's a lot of money to be giving someone if they are not doing the business then. Football changes. If it didn't, we would all still be playing still. The one sure thing that happens in football is the older you get, the slower you get. That's a fact. Otherwise, Usain Bolt would still be winning the Olympic 100 meters. For me, if it was a 2-year contract, I would give Salah that, but I wouldn't give him the option over another year. I understand Liverpool 100%. I know people will say they've got to buy someone and it will cost them more, but they will have to buy someone sooner or later. He's not going to go on until he's 40, 41 years of age, so you are only kicking it down the road. Yes, that's true, but right now there's absolutely no reason for Liverpool to worry about Salah's output and Salah's age because he is performing actually better than 5 years ago or 6 years ago when Salah was a lot younger and in theory a lot faster as well. Now he's getting more goals, getting more assists when he's 32 years old. So he deserves a two-year contract. And if, next season he becomes less effective, that's still fine because he still as a playmaker would be absolutely sensational in the Premier League. It's the testament that he has like 10 more assists than any other Liverpool player in the Liverpool side right now. And Mo Salah is on course to break all kinds of Premier League records, which we will look at very soon. But Arne said, every time we need Mo Salah, he scores a goal. We are hoping and we expect that he can continue this for a long time. It's difficult to predict the future, but Mo Salah is an incredible place in a very good team that gives him opportunities at the moment, and he's able to do special things. He wasn't playing his best game at first, but then he did the things not many players can do. He's a special player. His finishing is so clinical. He leads by example. He trains so hard. It is not surprising. He does so well. And Salah's new terms will give him a similar contract of around £350,000 per week. Salah didn't want a massive pay rise. He just wanted at least a 2-year contract, and I think he deserves it. The Liverpool fans said he showed up this season in incredible condition and playing in world-class form. He combines incredible talent with incredible work ethic. He embodies the spirit of the Liverpool, and I think he's proven he almost certainly has another couple of years in him playing at the top level. And yes, it's true that he might slow down because a player can look good one season and next season he can look washed. But Salah is taking care of his body so well that there is very little chance that he will become washed next season. Maybe in 2 years he can decline because that's still a long time. And yes, he will get older, his body will slow down eventually, but right now there is no reason to suspect that will come soon. And these are not Liverpool fans who are saying that Mo Salah is already not just a Liverpool legend but a Premier League legend as well. he walks into a Premier League all-time 11 and he's in the conversation even to be the best Premier League player of all time. If he wins another Premier League title and if he wins another Champions League with Liverpool in the next 2 or 3 seasons, he will be definitely one of the greatest Premier League players of all time. He's already, I think, in the top 10. But the front 3 is probably Shearer, and Henry and Mo Salah as the best 3 attackers to ever play in the Premier League. Because Mo Salah already has a similar number of goals in all competitions and matches as Henry did for Arsenal, but Mo Salah has played fewer minutes and he has more assists. And here is the all-time Premier League top goal scorers chart, and I don't think Salah can catch Alan Shearer because he's 90 goals away. So that would require 4 or 5 seasons for Mo Salah. But he can definitely catch Harry Kane, because Harry Kane is just 43 goals ahead of Mo Salah, and that could be done in 2 seasons actually. So this season and next season and maybe the season after that, he can score enough goals to catch Harry Kane. And then Mo Salah is the second top scorer in the all-time Premier League. Goal scorer rankings, I think, would be absolutely sensational. And he already is 5 goals behind Thierry Henry. So he's very, very close to catching Henry. He already went past Robbie Fowler, Jermaine Defoe in the top 10. And this graphic is not entirely accurate in terms of goals and assist contributions, but maybe in the Premier League, Salah has 22 goals, I think he has 21, but Transfermarkt is maybe counting goals and assists a little bit differently than others, because maybe winning penalties counts as an assist as well, but Lion Dulab doesn't have 15 goal contributions. But the percentages are close to accurate, but the most important thing is Salah has shared the majority, more than 70% of the goals and assists at Liverpool. But here is the correction that the numbers are pretty wrong. Maybe they count penalties won as an assist as well. And it's not ideal for the full team, but at the moment it just shows how far Salah is above everybody else in the Liverpool team in terms of goals output. Some Liverpool fans argue that Arne Slot's tactics go through Salah more often than not because he's our best player. It makes sense to build the attack around him. And Nunez's goal contributions are down mainly because of his erratic finishing, because Nunez still has loads of chances. He still gets a lot of chances. His expected goals are actually similar to Erling Haaland's expected goals throughout their Premier League career. They joined the Premier League at the same time, so their records are comparable, but Erling Haaland regularly overperforms his expected goals numbers and Darwin Nunez underperforms, which means that he needs to work on his finishing. And I think this is a really big season for Darwin Nunez, because he might be sold if he doesn't get at least 10-15 goals and 10-15 assists. And you can look at it in 2 ways. On one hand, it could be concerning that Mo Salah carries this Liverpool team in terms of attacking numbers. He's contributing to 70% of Liverpool's goals and assists. But on the other hand, you can see it as a way of just a system allowing Mo Salah to flourish because he's a world-class player, and this system brings out Salah's strengths. And it's also true that Salah plays the most minutes of all of our attackers, because in all the other positions, it's striker position, Nunez and Jota is rotated. In left wing position, Gakpo and Diaz are rotated. On the right wing, though, Chiesa is injured, so Salah needs to play almost every game. And Arne Slot is being tactically flexible. He also wants to play to our best players' individual strengths as much as possible, so this is the result of that. Salah's final ball is arguably our biggest weapon, and the team more often than not works in a way to best take advantage of that. If you think about it, almost every 3 goals out of the 4 Liverpool goals Liverpool score comes from Mo Salah, either scoring or assisting. So if Liverpool score 12 goals, 9 of those goals either Salah gets a goal or an assist, which is absolutely insane. But compare that to Messi in the 2011-12 season, where he scored 50 and assisted 16 of Barcelona's 114 La Liga goals, which was 58%. Ronaldo had a season in 2014-15 where he contributed to 57% of all the goals of Real Madrid, scored 48, assisted 16. So it happened previously with the great Real Madrid and Barcelona teams as well. And I think Salah will regress to around 55-60%, because if he stays above 70% for the whole season, that's really, really concerning, because that means that the other players are not regularly contributing to goals and assists, and that needs to change. And here is confirmation: McAllister is suspended for the Girona match and for the Fulham game, so he gets a good 1.5 week rest. But that also means that Gravenberch, Curtis Jones and Szoboszlai might need to play 2 games in a row. But hopefully Harvey Elliott can get some minutes against Girona. I would actually bring Harvey Elliott on after like 60 minutes and rest Szoboszlai for the Fulham game. And hopefully we don't get any more injuries in the midfield position. And John Barnes said that Luis Diaz is Liverpool's most dangerous player. He has done better than I expected. It's hard coming from Portugal, but he has been on fire. The fans love him because he's quick, skillful and energetic. He always gives 100%. He's a real Liverpool type of player. Mo Salah gets a lot of goals, but sometimes dips in and out of games. Diaz has been our most dangerous guy for the full 90 minutes every time I've seen him play. I don't think John Barnes is accurate, because Diaz isn't even playing the full 90 minutes most of the time. I think Salah is still our most dangerous player, but I just wanted to share John Barnes' opinion, even though I disagree with it. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.